You're listening to The Angel Clark Show on LRN.FM, the Liberty Radio Network. Visit Angel's website at radiofreedom.us.
You're listening to The Angel Clark Show.
Be a part of Angel's Army
On radiofreedom.us.
Radio that's free from the FCC.
But when the president can kill whoever he wants, then he's not a president anymore, he's a king.
It has to start somewhere. It has to start sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now?
Welcome back to the Angel Clark Show on radiofreedom.us. So I have on the line with me Joe Michalec, and he's here to talk about his Christmas special that's coming on. He has a website, behindthemic.info. Mike is spelled like the name Mike. M-I-K-E. He's also on Facebook. He's on Twitter. He has a WordPress site. Joel, I want to thank you for joining us this evening. I really appreciate it. And so tell me first off a little bit about your show. What exactly is it?
Well, thank you, Angel, and thanks for having me on the show. The show Behind the Mic is basically we call it the show about whatever. And that allows us to have an open format and discuss anything from entertainment to politics and whatever else comes in between. So, and, we're getting ready to start our 8th season on that. But that's basically the premise, We keep it very open so we're not locked down to a certain topic. But, in this day and age, as you know, it winds up much political talk, each week. But so that's
so is it basically just stuff that interests you?
No. I mean, a lot, some of it does, but what I try to do is I try to cater to everybody, say between the age group, typically of 18, to 65, But this upcoming Christmas special we do every year, that's catered to everybody. I mean, it's totally a family-friendly, all-ages show.
All right, so tell me about the Christmas show. Does it feature people drinking eggnog and singing Christmas carols? I mean, what goes on in this thing?
Well, of course we're drinking eggnog. We haven't been doing any singing of our own, but we do play Christmas songs, and this year will be our 5th year doing it. It's a 3-hour special, and we usually bring in guests from all around our network and our network affiliates. They stop in. So, sometimes a lot of past guests will stop in. Each year we talk to the people over at NORAD Santa Tracker and get updates on that, and they give a beautiful presentation on the air of the origins of NORAD. And, of course, we do Christmas trivia, give away prizes, and Santa Claus stops by every year, no matter how close we are to Christmas.
I like
this
prizes.
The closest we've ever done it.
What kind of prizes do you have?
One of the things we do on the show is my show and my network are very big with the independent musician artists, and we get requests, over 2,000 requests a week for people that want to, come across a show and bring their music by, get it featured, etc. So most of the prizes are usually great independent, CDs from some of the artists that come through during the year. And sometimes they're Amazon gift certificates. This type of show is even though it's planned, it's dated. Press releases go out. It's actually being planned. Everything gets planned all the way up to basically the last minute. So It's always ever changing.
Yeah. Okay, so is this a live show or is it on location somewhere?
No, it's a live show. It broadcasts, through the internet. We do have AM and FM stations in certain small low power FM. A couple major radio stations in some markets. We're on a large AM network throughout Canada, England, Germany. So I'd say we have a dozen or so actual, what we call brick and mortar radio, and then, about twice that in internet network affiliates that broadcast the show. So, it's live, but it's not on location anywhere at this point, because most of our hosts around the network, when we hook up to this thing, they're all in remote locations of their own. We all kind of meet, and our producer puts this thing all together, from all 4, 5, 6 different locations, tying it all in together. So nobody knows that we're not separated until now.
Well, it sounds like you guys work very hard on it. So now, is there anything else that's going to be fun and exciting going on with the Christmas special? And do you have archives of the past ones?
Yeah, all the archives for the last 7 years of the show, including the Christmas specials, the election specials, all the different special shows we put out, they're all available at the same website, behindthemic.info. And so it is live. Within 24 hours, any show is available on the feeds, which includes Spreaker, Blog Talk Radio, and then our own hosted RSS feed, where people download 2,000 to 3,000 times a week, just there alone. That doesn't count all the counts from the other places. So we're very popular and on demand, but the show does air live. And basically what we do is the way we planned it out to be family friendly is it's very nostalgic. We kind of envision like the old days when people sat around the radio, and listened to those kinds of Christmas specials. And so that's really the premise that it's planned by. And, along with that on the network, the following night on Christmas Eve, this show goes off, by the way, December 23rd, Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then every Christmas Eve for the same amount of years we've been doing that, at 8 o'clock, we digitally remastered the December 24th, 1939 version of A Christmas Carol done by Orson Welles and his team at Campbell's Playhouse. So it's kind of a big week for the whole network.
Now, here's the other question as well: is the show always on Sunday nights?
Yes, Sunday nights 8 o'clock, usually 8 to 10. And like I said, this one is always a 3-hour special, so we're up to 11 because there's just so much going on. And it's almost Christmas, so you're excited, right?
You know what? I'm not really in the spirit yet. Maybe eventually, but not quite. It's I know it's that time of year, but one day it is 65 or 70 degrees, and the next day it's 30. It's not working out too well, man. It's driving me insane, actually.
I know that does kind of take a little bit of the spirit away, when it's, like you said, 70, 75, 78 degrees and sunny and you're in shorts. It just doesn't seem like that. I often wonder how the people in Florida do it at Christmas time, because it just doesn't seem right.
Well, I guess to each their own, but I'm used to at least some kind of chilliness during the Christmas season, and I like to have snow if it's possible. It's not always possible, and I accept that. But I do, however, actually kind of like the 65 and 70 degree weather that we've been having, because you live in Delaware as well. We both live in Delaware, but I live down at the beach, so it's it's nice. We don't normally have such nice weather this time of year down here.
Right. And as enjoyable as it is, you are right on the other point that it does take a little bit of that feeling away, But you know what? You come listen to the show online, Angel, and we'll put you right in the spirit on the 23rd, just in time for Christmas.
Well, that sounds good. Okay, so we're just about out of time. The website is behindthemic.info, Mike spelled M-I-K-E. What is the Facebook page and the Twitter handle?
The Facebook page is facebook.com/behindthemic, spelled the same way. And the Twitter, and you can find us on Twitter at WBTM, which is the network site.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, Joel. The Angel Clark Show will return, radiofreedom.us.
This is the Angel Clark Show.